Boas pessoal, estamos aqui para mais um vídeo, desta vez para mais um vídeo de Game of Thrones. Mas é pessoal, vamos lá começar outra vez a série, continuar a série. Já fiz duas séries, o áudio não correu assim muito bem porque não estava a dar, não sei porquê. Quer dizer, sei, não é? Porque tinha o micro desligado, eu sei que foi erro meu. Desculpem lá, mas vamos continuar aqui a nossa série de Thrones, sei lá como é que se chama. Vamos lá pessoal, vamos lá.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay, if it's presented to her as it should be.
Oi, agora estou a conduzir a gaja. Ah, tá bom. Olhar. Agora tenho que pegar. Vou olhar aqui na carta encavada, o caralho. Já viste? Pronto, vamos lá.
Ethan made this for me.
Olhar. Temos que pegar aqui
To remember him.
uma
What a
moeda.
strange place, Essos.
Este é um jogo fixe porque além de não perceber nada do que
It was
eles estão a
very
dizer,
kind
tem
of Lady
legendas.
Marjorie to give this to me.
É uma coisa boa,
It once belonged to Lady Helena.
realmente. Ah, está tudo. Não, falta ler.
Father. Much
Ai,
excitement here in King's
há
Landing for
muito
the coming wedding.
agitação
Lady Marjorie
aqui.
has proven to
Pois,
be
o
quite
problema é
popular throughout
ele.
the city. I do wish you and Mother could come,
Pá,
although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances.
apesar de
I
saber.
miss all of you,
Tenho
and I look forward
saudades
to the day
pelo
you
dia em que. Ok. Olhar. Vamos lá, olhar.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Pronto.
King's Landing.
Porto Real.
I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Falta saber para onde é que eu tenho que ir agora. Vazeiro d'água. Outra vez, olhar. Vazeiro de carvão. Oh. Ah, tem aqui, bem parecido que tinha qualquer carta da mãe.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Tem que ir abrir a porta, não é? Já vai, pá.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Manda embora, deixa-lhe entrar,
No,
deixa-lhe
it's
entrar.
fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but
Perdão,
you all
minha
right?
senhora, mas...
If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset. Sorry, milady. I shouldn't have asked.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends.
Fosse very chato.
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was
Santinho!
definitely an argument. I heard them arguing about House Forrester.
Vamos espiar
House
com um
Forrester?
zumbi. Ah, pá. Isto é assim, vá.
You'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Lady Marjorie,
É isso.
you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. Energy of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
Farei o que
I'll
você
do as you
pedir.
ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Isto é um jogo fixe
See if the
porque
Queen
dá
Regent
para
is ready
decidir
to
as
receive us.
falas das personagens. É pena eu não poder ter falado nos últimos vídeos. É muito a pena. Mas vou começar a falar a partir de agora.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may
Estou a
feel one
chegar.
thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Better all that
You can do this.
Temos que ir ao trono. Mata, filha da puta, mata. Oh, não é não.
Lady Marjorie, aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Depois da altura que
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Grace.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
I will speak truly, Your Grace.
I should hope so. Speak falsely, and it'll be worse for you.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They are noble, not traitors, Your Grace.
Oh, you northern girls tire me. Always quick to make your opinion known, with no thought or consideration for your proper place.
Lady Mira is northern, Your Grace, and new to King's Landing and its politics. She speaks her mind, but means no offense, Your Grace.
Is your house willing to swear
Não
fealty to
tinha
your
muito a
new
falar
liege
porque
lord,
estou a
Roose
tentar
Bolton?
legendas, mas
Yes, Your
não
Grace.
se preocupe que eu aposto que o áudio
I
vai
see.
ser muito bom
Despite the
agora,
fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey.
a partir de
If it
agora.
was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told, and exceeded only by your lack of humility. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate.
Parece que estamos a
to see
jogar
that house
filme,
lay
pá.
claim to
Parece que estamos a jogar
There
filme.
are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps,
Parece,
but not
é
if your house
igualzinho
faces
filme.
potential ruin.
Mas é.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let
would...
the girl answer the question.
I must choose Marjorie, your grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, your grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression.
I don't particularly like her.
That was fairly apparent to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Pode ser um ninho de víboras, pode.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
As caras são quase todas iguais, das raparigas.
Sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
É sério, mas o caralho.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Sir Jaime, I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister.
What a perfect match. Sir Brun and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mirror. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am Queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
People are not always so easy to please.
Pessoas
If you
geralmente não
showed
são
Cersei your
fáceis.
true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. My mother wanted me to ask a favor of you, for my family. But as you said, you're in a delicate position now with the wedding so near. And I would never want to jeopardize that.
Soon I will be Queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now we must both be cautious.
Of course, my lady. I look forward to the day you're Queen.
Estrada Real, Mata do Globo. Já estamos de novo de novo com a personagem principal. Eu vou acabar por aqui, manos. Metam o vosso likezinho e subscrevam-se. O suspense vem aí.